Is this a joke?
Hell yeah.
We do need an intro song.
This sounds cool. We're keeping it.
It's probably some
Something
copyrighted
in that
bullshit.
vibe is great.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
All right,
So one more
Red
time.
Band. All right, one more time. You can't move that. We gotta teach Augie how to fist bump. You know, little GTL.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't fucking talk to us about the setup today.
I know that this has a
If
soundboard.
you touch this one more time,
it's the mic. It's not.
I'm gonna lose it. If this moves, we're fucked.
Okay.
And everybody listening is gonna turn us off.
Why don't we go back to what happened yesterday?
We tried to record an episode yesterday, and we got about 15 minutes in, and Tim looked at the monitor and was like, "There's no lines, and normally I see lines." I'm done with you. I'm done.
Yeah, so we had no audio for 15 minutes.
So
we
the
just
audio
talked and there was
today
nothing.
is not great either. Like, it's just, I mean, it's working, but you fucked with a lot of things, and we don't have time, so we're not going to talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it.
We'll figure it out.
We record when Augie is napping, and that is we got a tight window, and like I got a lot of other shit I have to do. I got to order groceries. I mean, we're not gonna have food in this house if I keep putting this off. He needs more wipes. Are you recording on your glasses?
No. Is the light on?
I thought I saw.
It's
not. It's the glare. Yeah. Okay.
Did
you see that guy at HEB who's using the Meta Ray-Ban glasses and he's recording people?
Doing what?
He's just being like a creep recording women, and then he puts it online and it gets like millions of views.
Is he talking to them or what?
I don't know, because I didn't hear. It was just like I saw the story and then I moved on with my life. But
that up a little bit because I think we were a little low. Okay.
All right. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I wouldn't turn that up too much. Yeah. That's good. It's very touchy.
You keep talking. I'm gonna.
Okay. So we talk about the new year, right? Because we're in the new year.
We're in it.
And
this sounds way better.
Yeah. That's why I was doing it. Okay. So
what do you want to talk about the new year? Oh, wait. Can I say something really quickly? Yo, we got a couple episodes. We talked about how we got this new coffee maker, espresso machine. And we have been just shitting the bed on the best beans. That this morning we had these beans that I've been wanting to try forever from a place called Desnudo. And I had it today and I was like, we have been just doing it wrong. They are elite. They're the best beans. For when I'm telling you, it's like best latte I've ever had has been the one in my home. I've said that in the past. I've said that on Instagram. I've said that on the podcast. I feel like a fraud because now it's the best latte. Now it is. Desnudo in Austin, I will buy stock. Consider me in.
Do they have
I want a piece.
More than one location or just one?
Yeah, they have. I think 2 or 3 now. Oh,
wow.
So good. And you even, you kept singing their praises too. You were like, what have we been doing?
Yeah, it was definitely better.
So
and
good.
I've talked about being a coffee snob on here before. I am not in my soul a coffee snob, but I have to acknowledge when it just tastes better.
Yep.
It's like 30% better. It's really good.
Real recognizes real.
Is it? I wonder how much more expensive it is. Because for me, it's always about
to like harvest
trade-off. No, yeah. Like how much does a pack of their beans cost versus 1-to-1 for like the one we were using?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you ask? I don't have my phone on me. Look at Black Rifle and then look at Desnudo.
I do like Black Rifle.
Desnudo is, I want to say like $18 a bag, but also I don't know like what their ounce is.
Yeah. I'm probably not gonna be able to do it all. It'll take too long.
Young Jamie.
Yeah. We'll figure that out.
Black Rifle.
Here's someone on Reddit saying that they've gone downhill. We've been getting Desnudo beans exclusively for the past 2 years, and I just canceled our membership because the beans are not really cutting it anymore. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Brother, my
says,
brother.
I like Barrett's beans the most. in town. Have you ever heard of Barrett's?
Never in my life. What the hell?
Hmm.
Wait, is this gonna be a new segment where we just
Coffee?
taste different and just get like just
It could be.
jacked to the tits on
It could be.
caffeine? I would be bouncing off the walls and you would just be like, "Hello, my name is Tim Nelson." I'd be like,
That's because I drink a
a lot.
lot of caffeine a day.
Yeah.
I'm on the EAN diet. Have you heard of that?
Ean,
The EAN diet.
nicotine, caffeine,
Creatine. Have
creatine.
I given you that one before?
Never in my
How'd you
life.
guess
I
the
just am
punchline?
not an idiot and I put it together.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm working on that one. There's a joke there.
There's something there.
But I drink a lot of caffeine. So yeah, I don't have my tolerance is very high. And also, I put my DNA into AI.
Oh, wild. Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
So if you didn't know this, you can, if you've done a ancestry test or like 23andMe or some kind of DNA test online, you can download the raw file
Hmm.
and then you put it into whatever your AI use, whatever whichever one you use. I use Gemini, and it was crazy. And one of the things it said is you metabolize caffeine very quickly, and that means you can drink caffeine later in the day and not have it affect you.
Accurate for you.
And yeah, so but there was a bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to get into
So,
all of
but
it,
what do
but
you
it's very interesting.
how do you feel though about now it having all of your data? I mean, all of your DNA makeup.
I'm not too worried about it. I mean, like a company had it already anyway, and these are like world class companies. They have very good security. I'm not too worried
So
about it.
you Tim Nelson, the skeptic that you are, just fully blindly trusting that it's all good intentions.
Yeah, I if someone really wants my DNA data, they could get it.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like, oh, he put it in AI. Finally, we got him.
Yeah, but like, don't you think like, what if another country that has bad intentions hacks it, gets that
I'm
data?
not that important at all, so I don't know why they would be chasing me.
You never know,
What are they going to
Tim.
do with that?
You never know. What if you decide to run for president one day, and they're like, back in 2026, he
you
actually
heard it here,
gave us.
folks. Tim
All right.
running for president.
Okay.
Um,
Can I have a sip of that? I
what
didn't
would
bring my
they?
coffee
What
down.
would they do? Okay,
Thank you so much.
I guess you could argue they would like bioengineer a virus or something. That's kind of nuts. But it's not that hot anymore.
It's so good.
There's creatine in that too.
Great.
That's why it's a little
Let's
gritty.
get jacked up. Let's
Yeah.
get fucking swole.
Yeah.
This is not my blueberry creatine though.
Do you want to try Zin while you're at it? I have one
Mm-mm.
here.
I don't.
That would be funny to record.
Nope.
It would
Thanks.
last. I would bet less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Anyway, so what were we saying? Oh, I'm not too worried about it. Basically, if they really like, if there's like an adversarial person out there who really wants it, they could get it.
Okay.
So that's my theory.
Okay.
Anyway,
Sweet.
so what were we talking about?
I don't
We're
even
in
know.
the new year,
We're in the new year.
and I did a workout today,
Hell yeah.
and I crushed it. And I do the same. There's one of these workouts. It's an old CrossFit workout that I do. I've done for years, and I do it like it's called Cindy. It's 20 minutes on the clock, countdown. You do 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, body weight, and you just do as many rounds as you can. And I have been doing that workout for years, and it's a great benchmark because I redo it and it's the same. You can kind of see your progress over time. So I did it today, and yeah, beat my previous one from like a couple weeks ago by 2 rounds. Pretty significant.
Oh, wait.
Thank you.
Ah, shit.
Anyway, my point is that it's amazing how 1 week of dieting, like clean eating, does to your body. Because like I went in there today and I was like, oh, I feel good. Like like nothing hurts and I feel loose and yeah, just it's like all from just 1 week of not eating like an asshole, basically.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I noticed it more as I get older. Like you can get away with it more when you're younger. I think you can get away with bad diet, but as I get older, like my diet is like super important.
Yeah.
And over the Christmas, and although it's worth it, we let loose. Like we ate cookies like every single night.
Hell yeah, as you should.
It beat me up.
Yeah,
It beat me up.
I definitely noticed like the past week, I was like, "Oh, man," like, I was so bloated, I was so had a lot of water weight, and then I just, like, started walking more on the walking path
Yeah.
upstairs, and then I looked at myself in the mirror the other day, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we're getting back to some sense of normalcy."
Yeah.
But then also, behind the scenes, for me, my cortisol has been very high. We've been dealing with a lot of, like, high stress situations, me and you, and in, like, a good way, but man, I'm like, "Let's emotional eat. Let's
Yeah.
just,
Have you
cookies," and
felt
it's the
more
holidays, and it's New Year's, and we're just jamming food in our mouths.
did you feel more fatigued at all from it? Or did you feel like your energy levels were the same?
No, for sure, more fatigued.
Yeah.
I mean,
I noticed it big time.
yeah. I didn't wanna do shit.
And
I
when I
just wanted
turned
to
it
eat sugar
around,
cookie dough.
within like a few days, my energy was back,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Um, and I'm just like, man, it is worth it. Like you got to let loose sometimes, and holidays is definitely one of those times. But whew,
I hear
the
you.
older I get, I'm like, oh, everything hurts. I'm tired. Like I would get tired at like 6 p.m. I'd be wiped out,
Yeah, because 'cause we're trashing our bodies,
trashing.
which we never do. Like, holidays, we go just balls to the wall. We're like, "Let's do cookies. Let's make this recipe. Let's have this," and it's just like, "Oh, can we talk about the prime rib that we made?"
Okay, well, yeah, we can go there, and then we're gonna
Okay.
come back
Well,
because
no, let's just come back.
gonna
It's
come
not
back to it.
important. It's just like we make
Well,
great
the prime rib
meats.
was not
The
the trash
end.
food, to be clear.
Yeah. It was just like a
Um,
phenomenal
it
meal.
was fantastic, but it's the sugar
Yep.
and the alcohol.
And the alcohol.
Alcohol is
Yeah, I've been drinking.
and that's a song, right?
I've been drinking.
Okay.
Okay.
um,
Thank you.
but but yeah,
Just
oh
kidding.
yeah, don't. Well, we don't even know how
There's
these are gonna sound, so
well,
they
there
might sound terrible.
or they might sound legit, but there is a little bit of a delay. So it's like you gotta say the joke and then you gotta be like ready.
Okay. We shouldn't hit it too much because if they all sound terrible, then it's gonna be a total flop
All
and
right.
fail. Um, what was I saying? Oh,
Bring it back to
we're talking
whatever
about
you wanted.
diet
Yeah.
and the like how much you notice the change once you fix it, and it had me thinking about like New Year's goals, and obviously we both kind of dial back in January.
Mhm.
um and I wanted to kind of check in with you and see how you're thinking about that, and like how we can maybe talk about how we help keep each other accountable to this, because I
Mm.
think diet is one of those things in a relationship that it's super hard to do if you're not both. You don't have to be on the exact same page, but you got to be roughly on the same page.
It's tough
Because
too.
if one of you is like, I'm not drinking, the other one, like, we do this sometimes. Like, I'll be
Yeah.
like, no, I'm not drinking. And you still have a couple, and it's
Yeah.
fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's no big deal. But, like, if you're not like roughly aligned, like, I think it causes conflict.
For sure.
For example, if someone is like, I'm going to, eat clean, the other person's like, well, I'm ordering pizza because
Yeah.
I really want pizza.
Yeah.
You can get away with that for like one night, but if it's like a
Yeah.
recurring theme, I think it's a real challenge.
Agreed. And I mean, especially as a female too. Like, what are you gonna sit there and tell me that like I'm slacking and then it's like, "Oh my god, I'm so fat," right? Because we have these complexes and societal norms and yada yada yada. It's tough. I think let me say two things. Maybe more. Probably more. One is I think a good way to approach it just off the top. I didn't think that we were going to talk about this today, but I think that it will help a lot of people. So I'm glad that we're kind of going there and diving in. In my experience, because you've always tended to be more on the like, we're locking in January 1st, right? Whereas I take a couple, like a week or two, and I scale down and I don't do cold turkey.
Yeah, you're a little slower
That
on.
works best for
Yeah,
me
yeah,
because I have a thing wrong with my brain saying, like, don't fucking tell me what to do. And if it's like cold turkey, you cannot have this, I will self-destruct. And I just know myself, and that's a me thing. And maybe you guys watching this can relate too. I'm gonna take like probably like a week, week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to dial back in at my pace, which is exactly what I'm doing. Like for example, I've already told myself in my mind that like next week, like, aside from I didn't tell you this, but I have a lunch date at the Olive Garden on Wednesday and I'm very excited. I'm going with a
wow.
friend. We'll talk about it later. It's gonna be great. Um because when you're here, you're family. But after that, I'm, like, locked in. I'm gonna stop drinking, after this weekend, and then we're dialed in. I already have things set in place for myself, in my phone and in my personal calendar that I like the handwritten planner of how many times I wanna walk, how many times I wanna lift, and what that cardio lift split looks like for me to where I know that it's not asking too much, but I can stick to it, and then I, like, go up from there.
Mm,
That's, like, a me thing. But I think from my experience in because you've always tended to, like, lead the front on that and be more aggressive at the beginning, and I'm not, last night we ordered P. Terry's and I got a burger and you got a burger without the bun. And I was like,
yeah.
"Okay, live your life. I'm eating the bun." Like,
Yes.
this is, like, a thing that we always are this is normal for us. I think what helps and how you can be successful in your relationship and both keep each other accountable without it being like a weird, awkward thing. Oh, wait, hang on. That says awkward.
I don't know.
That says awkward, and it's a bird. Okay, that's dumb. Without it being an awkward thing is how awkward and uncomfortable would it be, for example, if you said to me, "Amanda, did you stick to your eating and diet and workout goals today?"
Yeah.
I would feel like, maybe a little attacked.
Yeah.
Or are you actually wanting to do you actually care? Or are you insinuating? Or did you see me slip up and now you're like, just want to remind you? I would be like, okay, you're not my dad, shut up. Like that's
Yes.
me and my
Yes.
life. Instead of doing that, I think that I should get in the habit of telling you all the things that I did. That way it's like we're all making it known and I'm just going to put it out before you can even ask me.
Mm.
And not in a like, look what I
Give
did
me an
today.
example.
Okay, so when we see each other after, the end of the day or whatever and you're like, "How's your day?" That's a great thing. Like talk about your day. Like it was great. I had little over 2 miles on the walking pad today. Um, the only carbs that I had were, at breakfast, and then I kinda, like, stopped. I hit my water goal. I feel good, and then had some work emails, and then talk about, like, your other shit in your other life, but, like, work it in so that it's not, like, on the defense. Like, it's not like I'm being attacked, like, "Tell me about your fucking blah, blah, blah today." Every day, that's absolutely not gonna fly for me, and that could work with other everybody's a different with accountability.
Yeah.
This is just what I would prefer.
Yeah.
Just have an open-ended conversation. "How was the gym?" Number 1, you're already assuming that I went to the gym, so that's okay. Then I'll tell you, like, "Hey, I didn't go, I actually walked instead," or, "It was great, and I, like, you know, got a 1 rep max," or whatever. But I think just saying it preemptively and, like, not anticipating being asked is gonna be better for me,
Yes.
and this is just my experience. Um, but if nothing has been said in a couple days, if I haven't said anything in a couple days, you notice that I'm slipping or I'm eating dessert every night or I'm like drinking wine, even though I said I didn't want to have any dessert and I didn't want to have any wine, then it's totally appropriate to say it. And you've never been like accusatory at all. Like your phrasing has always been top notch because you realize that it is such a sensitive subject. Then I think that that's totally fine of being like, "Hey, you know,
Yeah.
let's start again tomorrow," or like,
Yeah.
how are you feeling? Like, what's going on?" We've had this conversation several times
Yeah.
over the past decade and a half.
It's hard. It's
It's
really hard. It's
tough,
a very touchy thing.
but you have to know the other person's intentions. And if you're
Yes.
coming at it from a place of love, then like I can't get mad at you. But
No.
like if you're a dick in like you don't have pure intentions and you are like some fat phobic guy that like I married and you only want to be with a girl who looks like or whatever, then I think, that's a different conversation. But for us and what works for us, and you got to like suss out your own relationship and dynamics and really ask yourself, like, does this person have good intentions? Do they really want what's best for you? And this is just us, then I'm like, "You can ask me every day, I don't care. You can ask me every other day, you can ask me whenever." This is just my opinion.
Yeah. I think obviously the delivery is super important. I also think that the it's very important when you are setting the goal, like before you even get to the part where you're actually doing it. when you're talking about, hey, January's coming up, like when you're talking about what your goals are for the new year and you're talking about diet, I think you can use this to actually for anything, even if it's not related to diet. When you're both in that mindset of like brainstorming and talking and openly talking about goals, I think it's very important to ask that person right in that moment if they would like you to hold them accountable.
But
Because
not only that, what does that look like for you? How do you want me to approach this?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So because having that conversation up front then sets the expectation that like you did ask me to do this when you were wanting to do it. And so
Mhm.
then when I deliver it, you can call back to that and say, "Hey, look, um, you did ask me to, maybe remind you or ask you if I observe something." And
Mhm.
so it kind of sets back to the intention of when you were both in that same frame of mind
Yeah.
to,
Great
okay,
point.
we did agree on this. But the delivery is still important because then if you flip it and you don't, I think so. I think it's three things. I think it's aligning up front. Then I think it's delivery. And maybe before delivery, I'd put time and place because I don't think it matters how you deliver something if it's not the right time.
Yeah, I would
Sometimes your
agree.
partner's just not in the right mind, like frame of mind,
Yeah.
and you got to recognize that and know them well enough to realize now's not the time.
Yeah, like read the room.
Yeah,
Like if I just got bad news delivered or something, or like there's a family drama issue and I'm like reaching for the ice cream, just shut the fuck up. Like
yeah, just let it go.
let me
Come
self-destruct out of the
back
way.
to it, and you should know your partner well enough to know when they're in the right frame of mind, and
Mhm.
you got to both be in that same piece,
Mhm.
that same like zone, and then deliver it thoughtfully in a way
You know,
that's not going to feel like you're assaulting or insulting them.
mhm. And you know what I also just thought of is I think it would help a lot of people too if you have like a goal together. Like what if you get together and say like, "Hey, this month, like let's do this or let's do like a challenge or whatever." Like I'll never forget the one time. It was like, I don't know, 10 years ago. You and I had different challenges that we would do. I loved that. We should do it again.
We should.
One month we had a rowing challenge. Who could row more meters for the whole 30 days? And then the other month we did who could do more air squats
Oh
for
yeah, I do remember this
remember
now. It's
that?
coming
We
back.
used to
Yeah,
do shit like this all the time.
yeah,
And so I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'm winning this shit." And we're both very highly motivated to like be number 1 and be the best and competitive. So I think if you have a goal too, like this week or this month or this year. Here's what we want to do together, right? And I know people that are doing like, we want to do like a fitness competition. We want to do like a 5K or a half marathon or whatever. Just do something together because that also is built in accountability.
yeah,
Hey, are you training for this? I'm training for this. We're doing the same thing. Then it makes it easier.
yeah. And that actually helps, I think, with the alignment piece because one thing I've always believed on setting goals is to focus more on inputs. And what I mean by that is instead of saying like, let's say your goal is to run a half marathon and you want to do it under 2 hours. What I find really effective for me personally is not setting the goal necessarily of saying marathon under 2 hours. Instead, I think about what are the inputs I have to have in order to achieve that goal. Okay, diet, right? So I need to eat this. I need to I need to run, this many miles per week. I need to stretch for 30 minutes a day. So those are all inputs that help you achieve the goal. And if you focus on the inputs, I'm a firm believer more often than not the outcome takes care of itself if you get the inputs right. But the point that I'm trying to make is the if you're setting a joint goal, the goaling on the inputs can be really hard because what works for me doesn't necessarily work for you.
Right.
But we can agree that we both want to do a half marathon. So that's the outcome. And so at the joint level, that's our goal. But then for me, I'm going to go ahead and for myself, I'm going to say diet. Okay. I'm only going to eat fruit before lunch. And then I'm going to eat low carb, high protein, high fat lunch. Then I'm going to eat high protein, high fat dinner, right? That diet works fantastic for me. It does not work for you, right? And that's fine. You have your own way that you do diet
Mhm.
that works for you. And so I think it's a good way to like come together, but still maintain your some sense of individuality of what works for you. Because we have never been on the same exact diet,
Mhm.
right? Because like what I eat often is not what you want to eat.
Right?
It's also not necessarily how your body performs best.
Exactly. Yeah. Different blood type, different everything. So,
Yeah.
we have the same goal, but we're gonna get there differently. We're gonna take different routes.
Yeah.
Cool.
What should our do we want to what should it be?
Our fitness challenge?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Burpees.
Tim,
Burpees.
how many burpees, like, for what? A month or week? I gotta get
Yeah,
my wrist
just as
wraps.
many burpees as you
Fucking
can
arthritic
do.
wrists,
I
you
also
guys.
have arthritis in my wrist.
Ugh. How many burpees you could do over what?
A month.
Okay. Okay,
Or
and
or I mean, we can I'm open to other ideas.
okay, old man burpees, like Jason Khalipa burpees, or, like, you're jumping at the top of every rep?
I I I do not jump anymore, but you can't jump. As long as your chest touches the ground and you get back up, I'm counting that.
Okay, but fully stand extension,
From standing, chest touch the ground, standing back up.
that's
However you
1.
get there,
Okay.
totally up to you.
And are we sharing insights at the end of every week, like what our number is to know if we're remotely close, or should it just be a surprise?
No, we should share. I will say the one risk of this is like rapidly increasing your volume of anything is usually like tendonitis, is asking for like tendonitis because your muscles and ligaments and tendons just aren't used to doing that. So if all of a sudden you're doing like 600 burpees a week, I don't know.
Okay, maybe let's brainstorm some other things that might make sense to start with.
Okay,
And then we could do a different thing every month. And
that's
maybe
true.
burpees could be like month 3
Yeah,
once
yeah,
we're a little bit more conditioned
yeah,
and not coming straight off of eating cookies every day. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Let's talk about it off air and then we'll fill everybody in next week.
Okay,
Hell
all
yeah.
right,
I love it. Look
all
at
right.
us. Look at us go. Okay.
um,
What else?
Speaking of inputs and diet, and
Okay.
this is a very diet heavy. I mean, this is just what's top of mind for me.
It's
So
the new year. I mean,
everybody's doing it. Dry January is a big thing, and
mhm.
people realize they got to clean it up. And also, by the way, if you want to look good for beach season, you got to start in January. If you're starting in like April, it's too late.
It's too late for you, my
You
friend.
got to start in January.
Mhm.
Um, Fasting. I really wanted to fast for a long time. I've never done it. The longest I've gone is like a day. Um, and I'm talking about like just water, just liquids,
Okay.
liquid fast. Would you be into that? And if so, for how long would you be open to doing it?
I'm not I'm not a huge fan, and I'm not gonna say no that I'm not open to it. I think I am definitely open to it, but to a certain degree. Because if you look up the definition of hangry, you will see a picture of my face.
You do get hangry.
I get hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry, bro.
Vicious. I do
So,
think it's hard as parents because the one thing I can think about is like if you're like 3 days into a fast and you're sitting there feeding August, like
bro,
how can you refrain from not taking a little bite?
oh, I
Little
just want
bite.
a little nibble.
Little bite. By the way, I have to say that is a hidden um like trap. And I've noticed it for
Oh,
myself.
like all the calories that you
All the extra
Oh,
calories
yeah.
because I hate throwing away food. And he eats sometimes all his meal, but a lot of times he doesn't. And I hate like throwing it away or leaving it. So I'll just be like, oh yeah, like, bam, bam, bam. And then it probably adds up. It's
You're
probably a
like,
lot.
"This is protein."
Well, if it's protein, I'm not worried about it, but it's not just
It's
protein.
like mac and cheese or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, "I'll take this."
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
hidden
problem. That's a
calories. It'll
problem.
sneak right up on you.
And I can't
Um,
imagine having like being day 3 of a fast and just like sitting there feeding him and being so hungry.
it sounds like my personal hell.
It would be easy if you didn't have the constant, temptation of the food right there in front of you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me. But I mean, so
What about other types of fast? Because our church is doing a fast, and one of the things they talked about is like different types of fast. You can pick your
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
your lane, which one feels good to
Okay,
you.
well, I have decided
Did
on
any of those?
this.
Okay.
Okay, so what I decided that I was gonna do because they are starting, like, next week or something, right? Next week?
I think it's this week.
Oh, this week? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's starting very soon, and they were like, "If you don't wanna fast from food or you've never done it before, maybe, like, try this instead or try this instead or try, like, a social media
Yeah.
fast."
Well, some people literally cannot fast from food because they have to have for health reasons. So
Agreed,
that's why.
right.
Yeah.
And then, like, some people also literally make, money on social media and can't do that. But here's what I can do because I'm a huge believer in, like, taking a fucking break from your phone every once in a while. Like, I really did like the no phone technology trip that we did.
hmm We should do another
Um,
one.
we should do another one. I would so be into doing it. It's just like sometimes when you're like, maybe you should put your phone down, it's like the time where I need to very much be on my phone or like it's right in the middle of something or like the middle of a campaign and I'm like, I want to see how it's doing. I want to. So, like strategically we'll plan that out. But here's what I'm thinking for a social fast, if you will, is August goes to bed at 7 p.m., which means after August goes to bed, Tim and I will say, let's watch a show. Like, this is like our time. We've already connected. We've all had dinner together as a family. We've caught up on our days. And sometimes we just want to veg out and do a show. Not every night, but most nights.
Often.
Or we'll
Yeah.
play like Mario Kart or
Yes.
something to just like have fun or whatever. Well, what I decided that I would like to do is instead of watching a show every single night after August goes to bed, I will do something more intentional. So either like open my Bible or devotion or journal or like plan my life or just something that is productive.
Are
And
screens allowed during this?
I wasn't thinking.
Okay. So no screen.
I wasn't thinking any screens.
Okay. Until bedtime.
Yeah, until the next day.
Okay.
Well, until like yeah, I got to get my monitor for his camera and then the alarm and shit. But I think I was like, "Well, it's only what the hell is it? Well, it's only like 10 days, 14 days or something. It's like a short fast."
Mm.
So
Oh,
like
it's only 14. You only want to do it for 14 days.
that's it's whatever the church said. I'm going to follow that thing. Right? And then it's like then we'll figure out if I want to continue it or what that looks like. But I mean, ultimately, I definitely want to be able to use social media. Maybe not every day of the week, but if I have like a campaign or something that like or I'm posting at night, like I'm going to need to use it. But I think for 14 days I'll be fine.
I think it's 21.
Well, whatever it is, I
But
can be on like do not disturb.
okay. So
Um,
you want to do this together? Is that the proposal?
well, you can watch TV if you want. I'm just saying like
Well, coming back to our last conversation about not having alignment, that seems tough. If I'm sitting there watching TV and you're like trying to be intentional, that's setting
well, I'm
you up
not
for
going to
failure.
be in the same room reading my Bible if you're watching a show that we watch together. I'll go to a different level. We have 4 floors in our house.
But wouldn't it feel better if you were like supported in that? Like, wouldn't it be
Maybe
just a little bit
some nights, but
easier
not
if
every
like I was
night.
in it with you?
Maybe some nights, but I don't need, it might be nice some nights to just have like your independent time and
Mm,
just like a second to focus. You've been going and going and going all day. But then some nights I would enjoy if we had like a family plan together or we did something together or
mm,
we talked about, we have vacations that we've talked about. We got to book them, like also like admin stuff,
yeah.
shit that we keep pushing, like
Podcast cover photo and intro,
song,
outros, music,
right?
and
Forms, all of
better
the things.
better camera work,
Yeah.
and yeah, we do have a lot of work to do.
Exactly. So like let's not put it off. Let's do stuff like that. We could buy a new bed. We could we could get an online shop for a new bed.
Well, okay, I would be down to do this, but the one caveat I have is sometimes like I just don't I'm so tired, I don't wanna work anymore. So I think it's okay as long as it's like reading counts
You figure
as
out your own thing. Yeah.
as long
Reading
as
can
like
totally count.
reading counts as like being like I don't wanna have to every night put just more work in because usually by that time of the night, I'm like, I've been working since I opened my eyes,
Mhm.
so I just want to chill.
Totally fine. You're gonna have your own
Um,
thing.
so reading's fine.
Reading is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But, like, you can have your own thing. You could say, "I wanna do it what you're doing, but then also I'm gonna have a caveat 1, 2, 3," and, like, that's
Mm,
your own thing. You live
mm.
your life.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
can
I'm
find
down for
we
that.
can yeah. After off air, we can kinda go
I
through
gotta
it.
give up the food at, like, that time because I
Okay.
usually go back in for, like, a little treat. Now it's still relatively healthy, but
Yeah, we make,
that
like,
kills me.
protein ice cream and, like,
That was really
protein
good.
balls.
Yeah. Yeah, but peanut butter is it's like my kryptonite.
Okay.
It's, so good, but it's very high calorie.
How would you like me to hold you accountable during that time?
Just if I'm, like, going in for food, just be like, "Hey, why don't you eat some fruit?" You don't have to worry about my feeling. I'm pretty good about that, like, you can just be like, I don't get too upset.
So if you're going to have, peanut butter,
Yeah.
which is not the worst thing, but okay, then I'm supposed to say, "Actually, why don't you reach for the fruit?"
Yeah,
And
say,
you're gonna
"Hey,
be
Tim,
okay with
you
that?
asked me to when you pull out the peanut butter
This is so insane.
and you're about to eat 3 huge tablespoons of it," which if you look at the calorie count, it's crazy. Again, it's not the worst thing, but, like, also at that point of the night, you don't really need that
190
much energy. 190 what?
calories.
How do you know that off the top of your
Because
head?
August takes the August goes into our pantry and we put all the stuff that he shouldn't touch up on the higher shelves. But the peanut butter, I'm like, he's not gonna be able to get this undone yet. So he always plays with the peanut butter jar.
So you know.
I'm pretty sure it's 190. Am I wrong?
I'm actually checking right now.
Okay.
190 per serving. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
considered a serving. I
Yeah.
just asked how many calories are in 3 tablespoons of peanut butter.
But use our brand.
Well, I mean, I just generally it's close enough. 300. That's a lot.
All right. Well,
At
I'll tell you
at
to eat
8:30
fruit.
p.m., that's a lot of
I'll tell you to
calories.
eat fruit. I'm not mad about it. As long
Yeah.
as you're not gonna be mad about it, I
I
got
don't
you.
I'm usually pretty good
I
about
got your
that. I don't
back.
get too offended. And if I
See, folks?
really feel like eating it, I'm just gonna be like, I don't whatever. I don't care. Tonight I don't care. I
Just
need
tell me
it.
to go fuck myself.
I need it.
Okay.
But then the only problem is now our fruit budget's gonna go even higher.
Oh my god, the fruit the money we spend on fruit.
But yeah, between August and me, now that I'm back on a cleaner diet, I eat a lot more fruit.
A
So
lot.
you just got strawberries like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and they're gone.
Yeah, that's why I literally said at the beginning of this episode, I gotta order groceries. So we gotta like I gotta do groceries today.
All right.
Also, we don't have the monitor on,
Okay.
like asshole parents because I left the iPad upstairs
All
and
right.
I
Anything
forgot
else
it.
for the New Year's you want to talk about? Whether it's financial, nutrition, exercise, relationships, anything you're thinking about?
Mm, I mean, I talk about a lot of this stuff on my Instagram and some videos that have been popping off or having people like DM me are always about the relationship stuff.
Like romantic or more like
Like
friends
I
or
did like a
both?
friend one,
What
but
was your
like we
friend
could do a
one?
romantic one too. I did a friend
Can
video
you
and it was
recap it briefly
yeah,
for
and it was
people?
like essentially we need to always be careful about like who we're surrounding ourselves with and like but I was specifically saying like why don't we audit in January, February who the type of people are hanging out around you and like what energy you're taking on because that will make you or break you. And so we can talk about that or we can talk about like romantic or whatever you want.
Hmm. Well, that's a good one. I like that one because I think they're actually they feed off of each other in some way because I'm a big believer in what's the saying like you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most
Yep.
time with,
Mhm.
and I think that applies to your couple friends too. Like your relationship
Yeah.
over time is just the average of 5 couples that you spend the most time with,
Yeah.
and
That's
I
true.
think that's important for the relationship because
Yeah.
you need to have couple friends that you can all hang out together. And I haven't thought about it necessarily in that way, but the way I think about it is like friendships sometimes run their course. And like
Mhm.
so like sometimes you have friends for a period of your life and it makes sense for that part of your life. And then just naturally over time, for whatever reason, it's like kind of like run its course and you just have to recognize it's not a bad thing. Like you don't dislike that person. It's not like there necessarily has to be bad feelings.
Mhm.
It doesn't even have to be an explicit conversation most of the time I think it's like implicitly sense that like, hey, we've reached different places in our life, and whatever brought us together years ago, that was great. Now we're just in different places, and so I don't know. I mean, audit is, I guess, the word, but yeah, just taking account of like, you know, who are the couples that we really want to prioritize
Yeah,
because we don't have a lot of time anymore.
very true. And it's tough. I mean, it's tough because where do you want to see like your marriage going? And you and your husband have to be on the same page. You and your partner, whoever, have to be on the same page of like where you want your relationship to go and to grow. And I think for us, is just me speaking for us, is we tend to be around people who are driven and they've gotta have a good sense of humor,
Mhm.
right? This
Yeah.
is just like us. This is me speaking for us, so
No,
correct me
it's
if
true.
I'm wrong.
Good sense of humor is huge.
Have to have certain things, in my opinion, as in terms of like a checklist, right? Like, I'm not gonna hang out with somebody who's just like, I don't really care about going anywhere in life, and I'm just like la 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 la. Like that's just not me personality at all, right? And so for us in our marriage, we already don't have a lot of time if we're prioritizing wanting to get to know you as a new like couple friend whatever, that's you got to think about all the time that we could be using hanging out with you guys, like all the other things we could be doing, putting our son to bed, I don't take that lightly, paying a babysitter, literally paying to hang out with somebody,
Yeah.
like that's got to be like a solid friend, right? And so there's a lot of people, oh, this is going to sound bad, maybe I should rephrase it. There's a lot of people who are like, we want to hang out with you and Tim, right? In terms of, like, being, like, a couple friends, and you gotta just ask, like, "Well, I mean, think of all the other things, right?" And if it doesn't excite you and if there's not that, like, initial interest, then, like, don't try to nurture something that you don't think it's gonna be, and you also have to think, like, "How is this person gonna jive with my partner?"
Yeah.
Because it's not just you. You wanna just hang out with me, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so in terms of, like, couple friends, there's a definite checklist for us. Like, you gotta be driven, you gotta be ambitious. Bonus points if you have kids, you don't have to have kids. We have a couple friends that don't have kids, and they're some of our best friends.
Yeah.
And
It's
we're
fine. It's just
yeah.
it's tough because you feel bad when the kid's acting up and you're like, a couple friends that have kids are on this you're on the same wavelength.
Of like chaos is okay right now.
Yeah, there's so much chaos. You just like any conversation we both implicitly acknowledge is like it's done when it's done
Yeah.
because like I have to go chase my son.
You know what's
And like we had
interesting?
10 seconds, it was fun, but and so like if you don't have kids, it's you're not doing anything wrong to be clear.
No, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not I we've been there. And so I
Totally.
we had so many friends that had kids for years and we were the couple that didn't have kids and we were like why do they like we don't care and they
Yeah.
don't care for the most. They truly do not care. Like they're
Yeah.
your friends.
Yeah.
It's once you become the parents or the couple with the kids, you feel bad because you're like, I'm trying to be a good host to
Yeah.
you, trying to make you have a good. I want to make sure you're having fun and a good experience. And I've got a screaming toddler who's like slamming his head into the wall, and like
Dude.
it's just
No.
it's from a place of like try. It's from a good place.
Yeah.
Really, it does come from a good place. It's just because I'm cognizant of your experience in this.
Yeah. You just have to find the people who get it.
Yeah,
And there is a certain criteria for what we allow in our lives, and we do hold ourselves to a very high standard of who we bring in to our inner circle, and we vet them. I mean, and I know this sounds insane, but like if you're out doing cocaine every single night and cheating on your spouse and making horrible decisions, I don't care how great we get along. You're probably not gonna be a couple friend of ours.
mm,
Like, we have a very high standard of, like, the people that we wanna hang out with,
yeah,
and the people who we want, because it's not only us at the end of the day, it's like that this person is gonna be around as we raise our child. I'm not
yeah,
taking that lightly.
yeah. Like aunts and uncles almost.
Exactly, and it's like, especially as we're out here, we're building our own village, we don't have family out here. Those roles and who we let into August's life are like, I'm not fucking around with that. Absolutely not.
Does this ever feel over engineered to you? Like, do you ever get worried that like maybe I'm over engineering the way I'm approaching friendships? Like,
Sometimes.
is it like, give me an example. Like, if you're so intentional about like selecting, do you accidentally close yourself off to what could be a great friendship? You just don't know it because it's almost like in your mind you've decided that like this is who I'm focused on.
Yes.
Does it feel weird
At
at
the
all?
end of the day, my standards are my standards.
Yeah.
And it's like but I'm also not out here nitpicking of like dumb shit. I'm like serious stuff.
Mm,
Like I don't care what color your hair is, what color your skin is. I don't care who you fucking voted for. I don't care XYZ. But it's like the bigger life things. How you move in your life. And when those choices are made apparent by, you know,
yeah.
how you move in your life. Those bigger things, I don't think that bothers me because I have standards and I'm
Yeah.
not willing to negotiate on that, especially when August is involved and you.
Yes. Yeah.
But like the little shit, I don't care.
Yeah.
We're all different. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm engineering the perfect friend and I'm not gonna settle until I get it.
Mm,
It's not that,
right.
you know.
Yeah, I ask because I have felt that way in the past, but I think I more agree with you now on being more intentional about it. But there was a period of our lives, I don't know if you remember this. I was like very grossed out by this whole like idea. Do you remember this? I was like very anti like, no, let's just like if I like being with them, like that's it. Doesn't nothing else matters.
Yeah, you're like, if it feels good, if it's like a good energy exchange,
Yeah.
we're having a good time, who cares?
Yes.
But
But
now, like, what about what they're doing when they're not with you?
um well, I don't want to talk about specific. I will say this, like, having had
No,
that
say it.
approach,
What were you gonna say?
I don't wanna, like, get into personal dynamics and stuff, but, having, like, had that approach for some time, I think, what I'd say is, like, we've had friends over the years, we've been together for a long time, so we've and just by the way, sometimes you literally just move away. So sometimes friendships just come to a natural close,
Mhm.
and, but like, when I've had that approach of, "Okay, I'm just gonna if it feels right, like, it's good, whatever." I'm not too worried about, the underlying values that I think that they have or,
Mhm.
like, how aligned are we? It did ultimately come back at some point, to be like, "Okay, now we realize, like, this friendship was fun while it lasted, but, it's time to it's time to move on,"
Mhm.
because you just find over time, like, there's very fundamental things that you just are not aligned on, and that's fine. But my point is that I've come around to see it more from your perspective, which is being more intentional.
Yeah.
Versus before, I was like, I'm not going to be intentional about it. Like
Mhm.
if I seem to like them, I like them, and
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said about that. I do think there's a balance here you have to strike.
Right.
Because also you don't wanna, like, select friends just based on, like I think the risk of this is, like, you try to select your friends based purely on what you think is gonna be the most beneficial to you, like, in a commercial sense, which I think is still
Well,
kind of gross,
that's
like
kind of fucked up
yeah.
when you say it like that, but I don't mean
Not
it.
that's not I know, that's not what we're
Okay,
saying.
just I just wanted to be very
I'm saying
clear.
that's the risk, like, if someone's hearing this and going, "Okay, we agree," like, I wanna, like, maybe just say, like, it's you need to think beyond that,
Totally.
you
And
know?
you need to also like go see it for yourself. Like don't just judge somebody on like what you see on social media. Like literally go hang out
Totally.
with them.
Totally.
We do this all the time. Like we'll go and be like, "Yeah, let's go hang out. We'll go to a brewery or we'll go get coffee or whatever." And then judge for yourself
Yes.
because y'all have no idea. Like if I were to be judged based on my social media solely, that would be like 2% of who I actually am as a person.
Yeah, people say that to me all the time, by the way. For
To
you.
you?
Yeah, to me, about you.
Really? Like what? Like
They
we
say,
didn't
like,
know me.
"Amanda's, like, nothing like we thought she was," but in a good way. They're like, we kinda had this image of her based off of what we see on social media,
Yeah.
and it's not that you're not authentic.
Yeah, it's just
You are
I
authentic.
got depth, bro.
It's that you can't really understand the depth of a person until you spend time with them, and that's true for everyone,
Definitely.
and it's not they're getting parts of you authentic parts of you on social
Yeah,
media.
but like this much.
But that's like 2 inches
Yeah, yeah,
deep,
yeah.
right? And when you spend time with someone, then you get to see what's underneath that, and then, yeah, you can judge for yourself, like, does this feel aligned or not?
Yeah.
And if
I
it
get
doesn't
that too.
people say this to you?
About me.
They say it about you. They're
They're
like,
like
"You're way different than what we thought," or
they're like, "Oh, you're funny. Like we didn't know. Like, oh, you should say more of this and you should talk more of this." And it's just like, "Well, yeah, now I have. I have been.
yeah.
But this was like years ago."
Mm,
Like, "You should say it like that." I'm like, "Okay.
mm.
Make way."
So be intentional with your friends, I think is the point. And make sure you're around people that you feel aligned to and
Yeah.
you feel like you're on a path together.
Yeah, because those friends can like also like push you and motivate you and hold you accountable in a different way than your spouse can.
Yeah.
And I think that that's invaluable when you get the right mix.
Yes.
What are your thoughts and feelings on like inherited couple friends? Meaning like what if you tomorrow went out and you made a really good guy friend and you're like, "Hey, I want to introduce you guys, and we could all four hang out together." And your guy friend, whoever his partner is, I don't like what if I don't get along with that person?
Mm.
Like
I
what are
think
your thoughts on that? It's inherited.
the couple friends, well, for what it's worth, I think every couple friend we have has happened like this.
Where you didn't like the other
No, 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 no,
person?
no. Where you've made the introduction because like you met
Okay,
someone
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
you were like, "Hey, let's all hang out." I think all of our
Well,
couple
but I'm, like,
friends.
more social.
You're much more social.
Yeah.
um, I no,
Well,
I
you
think
no, 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 'cause there are a couple friends that we have that you're
yes, but I'm saying majority are
okay.
from you.
Yeah.
I think the chemistry has to be between all four of you,
It
or not,
has to
or
be.
if it's not there, then it's not there,
Then
and
it'll
that's
feel
fine. Like you
forced.
can just be friends. That's okay. But I really think you can feel that chemistry like pretty quickly.
Mhm.
Um, and if it's not there, it's not a bad thing. It's just like okay, like it's fine, but like
Here's what I can say. If you are, like, gonna meet another couple friend for the first time, something that really bothers me because I see it in myself too, and I actively tell this to myself, is, like, just cut the shit and be you.
yeah,
Because if you're
that's actually very
not
good advice.
and you're it's gonna come out
Yeah,
sooner or later, and you're gonna be putting up a front, you're gonna be putting up a facade, your energy is gonna be drained because it's gonna be fake, and
yeah,
you're forcing something because you want to, like, impress me
yeah,
so
yep,
much that you're just saying things that you think I'll like. Just don't fucking do that.
yeah,
Literally, and so sometimes I'll say this to myself. What helps me is, like, I just wanna, like if I'm, like, at a bar with somebody and we're talking and just, like, a friend, not even a couple friend, and I find myself trying to, like, say something that's maybe who I am, but not in alignment with, like, the character or the way that I say it. This is what I think to myself. I've never said this out loud before, so I don't know how this is gonna come across, but the way that I converse and feel like my most authentic Amanda self is literally like this, and if you're listening, I'll tell you what I did in a second. Like, I like to talk to somebody and have real deep conversations, and I imagine I'm sitting on the couch. So I
uh,
like to just put my legs up, and I like to slouch a little bit, and I wanna be down here, and I just wanna be like, "Let's cut the shit." Like, I want it to be, like, low barrier to entry, right?
interesting.
This is how I work best, and you're gonna find out the real me when I'm in a posture like this
Mm.
versus if I'm trying to be somebody that I'm not. This is literally who I am. And I've never said that before, but sometimes I
No,
say
that's
this to
interesting.
myself.
Yeah,
If I'm, like, talking to somebody in a certain way, I'm like, "Can we both kinda just cut the shit? Can we both go find a couch somewhere and just lounge and chat like that?"
mm,
You're gonna get the real shit that way.
mm,
You're gonna get there's no walls. There's no nothing. Like, it's just
yeah,
real.
yep.
Does that make sense?
It does. I have a I have a similar thing, but I don't think I've ever done that where you're literally like you're not actually doing it. You're imagining it. You're
I
like
wanna do it.
visualizing
I'm like, "I
yourself
gotta get
in
to a couch
that
somewhere."
right. You're visualizing yourself in that position and then you're speaking as if that were
Yeah, because it puts the other person's guard down too.
yeah.
So then they can just be like, "Oh, she's chilling. I wanna
Yeah.
chill. Like, let's chill and let's talk real shit."
Yeah.
I like those conversations the best.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever thought of that, like visualizing your own posture without necessarily changing it. Because sometimes you can't.
Yeah, I'll be doing that.
Sometimes you're on like a bar stool. You can't lounge like that.
Yeah, but
That's
you
pretty
can
good.
change your body posture a little bit to just be like, lean in, put your arm on something, a little bit more casual instead of so buttoned up,
Mm,
wearing a
mm,
suit and tie all the time?
yeah. I have used something similar, but I actually do change my like posture and body language in the context of business, which I think is like very important if you're having hard conversations to have those to set the right body posture up front.
Mhm.
Um, because it's so much easier, for example, to have a hard conversation on a walk than it is to have it if you're sitting like this face to face with something. Like
Right, right.
this feels very adversarial versus like, hey, let's go for a walk. And it's a much more natural way to just like have conversation flow. So anyway, that's a good idea. I like it.
Thank you.
All right, we should wrap. So we covered all New Year's stuff, and I don't know. Hopefully, some folks got some insights from this diet and setting goals together,
Yeah.
physical as well as relationships and friendships. Cool.
All right, next time you see us, you guys, this is our plan. We're going to have a better cover photo.
Yes,
So, DM us, hold us
and
accountable.
then we're gonna work on the intro, outro audio,
Yeah,
and
we
we're
don't
gonna
have
get
an
some.
outro button
In
on this.
26, we're gonna get better cameras, and we're gonna actually put.
Ow!
Yeah, we're
Slapping.
gonna put more effort into this. Okay.
Imagine if we ended our episode with gunshots.
Wow, it's
That's
very
absurd.
jarring. Yeah, very jarring.
Okay,
right.
but we got to end it with something.
Yeah, the opening. Play us out.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
That's so cool.
I hope that sounds good.
I hope so.